So what is it like going to a Vocaloid concert in Japan? Well, I woke up at 5 a.m., got to the station by 6 a.m. because I had some traveling to do. Miss Combos with Laura Nusa. Last summer, I finally made one of my dreams come true, and that was to attend Magical Mirai in Tokyo. But little did I know that Makuhari Messe is not actually in Tokyo, it is located in Shiba, Japan. So I got there early, and there were already a ton of fans waiting to get inside the venue because Magical Mirai is not only a Vocaloid concert, but it's also an expo. It is the true Miku expo. It is so big. And while waiting to get inside of the venue, I was able to see all of the floral arrangements. In case you don't know, Japanese fans organize and crowdfund to make these floral arrangements to show their appreciation for their oshi. I love the floral arrangements, but after some waiting, I was able to finally get inside the venue. I was greeted by the beautiful Miku statue. They do change the statues every single year to match the Magical Mirai artwork for that year. I don't even know where to look. There's so much. The first thing that I wanted to do was grab my official merchandise, so all fans that were waiting in line got the little pamphlet, and all you needed to do was write down the number of items that you wanted to get. I really wanted to get the happy coat as well as the light pen, and I also did end up picking up the bag as well. And then I was off on my own to explore the exhibit, and in my years of watching Magical Mirai vlogs, which there aren't that many out there, I never assumed that the expo hall was going to be as big as it was, but it really truly was kind of overwhelming in a good way though. You will spend hours walking around, participating in the interactive booths, looking at all the different brands that are in attendance. Like, there is just so much to look at. And of course, since I am a huge Mako fan, I had to make a stop at the 20th anniversary booth where they were displaying artwork made by Mako fans, including one of my friends. And although I am not an artist in any way, I had to draw a little Mako up on the little board that they had. And if you're wondering why I'm drawing Mako in a Rin star, everybody was drawing their favorite Krypton Lloyd and any star that they could find. It was a busy station. And talking about busy stations, this customizable area was so busy, so I made myself a little mental note to come back to this booth a little bit later during the day. I will say pretty much every single booth was busy. There was a long line to meet the producers and a ton of brands showcasing their products. Some of them did have products to sell. I mean, these little screens, you could literally take your Ita bag to the next level, which was really cool. Unfortunately, a little bit pricey, so I didn't get one of those. I truly felt like a kid in a candy store. There was just so much to take in, including a Miku car as well. That specific car is pretty common in Japan and pretty affordable, but having a Hatsune Miku officially licensed car is next level. And talking about next level, the merch game was strong and Magical Mirai. And you can also buy merchandise straight from Vocaloid producers. I was able to meet Utsupi, Miyamori Bungaku, Meloko, as well as Rienji. And here's kind of a bird's eye view of the exhibit hall. So it is quite big, but I did need to leave the exhibit because I had a day concert ticket, so I needed to make my way to my actual seat. So unlike American concerts, you cannot record or take pictures at Magical Mirai. It is completely prohibited. That being said, I had so much fun being in the crowd. Pretty much everyone had at least one light pen. Most people did have two, and being able to participate in call and responses was genuinely so much fun. I had a blast. It was truly a dream come true, and I feel like the 2025 set list was so good too. We got so many songs with multiple of the Krypton Lloyds, so it was honestly a dream come true. And leaving the venue was also a dream come true because of how organized Japanese people are. So every single area was let go one by one, so there was no chaos trying to leave the venue. But it was extremely hot. It was over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, so over 30 degrees Celsius. It was very hot, and I made my way back into the exhibit to finish touring the whole exhibit floor. Like there were even more booths that I wasn't able to get to when I first arrived in the morning. I got to try the officially licensed Mako glasses. Unfortunately, they were a little too small for me, but I did get the case. There was also previews of upcoming merchandise. I really wanted the Mako bag. Project Sekai also had their own booth, although it was very small and cramped, but it was very cute seeing Miku just talk to the crowd. Unfortunately, I didn't know a thing she was saying other than Sekai and like the few Japanese words that I was able to recognize, but the crowd seemed to really enjoy this, so I thought it was adorable. Apart from the interactive Miku, they also had cardboard cutouts featuring some of the Project Sekai characters. Each year they do change the artwork and the characters, so they kind of reimagined the characters attending Magical Mirai. And 2025 I lucked out, and Toya, my favorite character, was actually one of the characters featured in the artwork, so I was very happy. Unfortunately, no picture with Toya because it was crowded, as I mentioned. I was still very happy to finally see one of the Project Sekai booths in person and instead of having to look at these images on social media. I also was able to see the Good Smile racing car, which was really cool, and I went back to that customizable booth and made myself a little Mako keychain. Customizable merch is very popular in Japan, especially these iron-on patches, but of course the appeal of this one was that you had the officially licensed, Krypton Future Media characters that you can add on. And while I was trying to customize my little keychain, right next door was the night concert. So the concert is held literally in the same hall, just separated by a wall. So I basically got to enjoy the Magical Mirai concert twice. And then came the time where we had to make my decision. So I was just letting the lady know that I was good with her ironing on the patches. And that's how I made my own Laura Loves Mako keychain. If you're wondering about the language barrier, I don't speak Japanese. I just know very basic phrases. And it's important for you to use those basic phrases. Don't be afraid to speak to Japanese people in Japanese. If you do need like extra help, then you can use a pocket translator or a translating app on your phone. It'll go a very long way. Then I went to admire the Dolphy Dream dolls. These dolls retail for, I believe, like over $600 each, so they're very expensive, but they're extremely customizable as well. A lot of Japanese people really love them. Then I got to see a preview of the Mako 20th anniversary artwork. I do have a short on the pop-up that I attended months later, and here we have the world map with little stickers that fans would place to signify where they traveled from. So as you can see, someone actually traveled from Tijuana, which made me really happy. And it was while I was looking at the map that I got to meet two other Mexican fans that traveled from La Ciudad de Mexico all the way to Tokyo, which was so cool to see. Vocaloid truly brings people together from all parts of the world, and it's one of the reasons why I love Vocaloid music. I've been able to make some really great friends through Vocaloid, including Oxy, who is the artist for this Mako illustration. Vocaloid has been able to break down barriers and bring people together from all parts of the world and different backgrounds as well. You have people that partake in this fandom by making art. You have producers who are also fans as well and love interacting with other fans of Vocaloid, especially people that travel all the way to Japan just to be able to experience Magical Mirai. So I had an unforgettable experience. I think going into Magical Mirai, I was expecting this to be one of the best days of my life, and it truly was, honestly. But it was the experiences that I had with other fans and producers and people that I got to talk to that really made this such a memorable experience, and one that I would definitely recommend for other fans to try to save up to attend Magical Mirai. I had several Japanese fans come up to me because they saw that I was a Mako fan and gift me items, which I was not expecting. And then after the concert, fans still gather around to share their love of Vocaloid, which was so cool to see. I also stumbled upon this idol who was performing, and she was so sweet. She actually noticed that we both had the same Pochaco coin pouch, and she tried her best to talk to me in English because she was just so excited to have a foreigner like stand around and watch her, and I also ended up buying her CD, so it was just a very cool experience. Attending Magical Mirai was truly truly a dream come true, and I hope that this won't be my last time at Magical Mirai. I'm gonna try my best to hopefully attend, if not this year, then maybe next year, because I do want to experience this magical event once again. When they named it Magical Mirai, they were not lying because it is truly magical.